Alright, tape is rolling.
Quiet on
the set.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got about 30 seconds with rolls.
No, Steamlabs update.
Oh.
Slots. I needed to click yes. Now I've got to pin it to everything.
Alright, now quiet on the set.
No.
Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack, and welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own branded news right here inside and outside your Shroud avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and or listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Tuesday, November 6th, 2018, and you know what that means. That means it's the day to get your butts off the couch and get out and vote. That's right.
Go
vote is, we're just going to tell you that over and over and over today. That's the whole show. Go vote. Lazarus Long, Mayor of Owlshead. Vote for a change.
No.
That went out in today's tweet, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I saw you posted it in Discord too. I'm providing the alternative to that mess that's known as Lazarus Long. Vote for Jack for Mayors of Owlshead, just because you want to restore the sanity.
Yes, just
we're going to tear down that wall.
Yeah, take a close look at the candidate to my left over there, Chaotic of New Britannia. If you want continued chaos, vote for Jack. If you want the Knight of New Britannia running Owlshead, vote for Laz.
Hey, remember, I am the only one with the Knight of New Britannia and the Chaos medal. The Chaotic of New Britannia on different characters.
Oh, on different characters, yes.
I'm the only one that has it on different characters.
I actually had to rearrange my...
You had to submit that support request to Rick to say, hey, can you please move it to this character?
Well, yes and no. I originally had NBNN's guild under the other Lazarus, and I had to switch the characters over in order to keep everything together. Because when they awarded us the royal warrant, I wanted that all on the same character. That's right. But that's right. Don't forget, folks, today is election day. Your vote and voice does matter. No matter where you are in the continental United States, today is the day to let your voice be heard. And regardless of
not voting should never be an option, just because, and you can do it write-in if your precinct or your area allows for write-ins. Do a write-in if you're not happy with
vote for yourself.
Either of the other ones. Vote for yourself. Vote for me. Don't vote for that guy.
Eagle. Thank you very much.
And I actually did early voting in my area. Laz, you also did the early voting.
I do early voting. I vote by mail because, and Florida is very big on early voting.
Yes.
I would bet dollars to donuts that at least half the state voted by early voting down here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the way, again, you got a lot of retirees and old folk down here who got nothing better to do than sit there and, something like that. Reasonable facsimile thereof. But yes, don't forget, sitting around, I used to be one of those people who was like, what does it matter? My vote ain't going to make a difference. And you listen to, any polls, you listen to anything, don't listen to any of it that you're going to hear this, that, turnout's going to be low, turnout's going to be high. Just get off your ass, go out and do it. Don't listen to all the crap. Don't listen to all the noise out there. Make your own educated decision and go, because it matters. That's all we're going to say. Vote Lazarus, Mayor of Allison.
Vote for Jack.
Hannah, thank you
Restore
very
the
much.
sanity or insanity.
Thank you very much. Eagle, by the way, I sent you a message in Discord if you would get back to me on that so that we can get you taken care of.
Yay. Yes. And then I also did post it. If you're curious as to whether your state allows it, and this is for our U.S. viewers, we have no idea when voting takes place in other countries outside the U.S. just because we don't live there. But if you live in the U.S., I did post a link to that says, can you leave work early or if you can take time off?
That is right. Certain states give you the right to take time off from work.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Some it is paid today. Time off. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I did post it on Facebook, but I went ahead and just posted in both our streams right now because part of our civic duty and I mean, if you're going to bitch about what's going on with politics and you don't vote, you really should not be bitching because you chose not to vote. But if you voted, that is your impetus for bringing about change or maintaining what you're doing. So, yes. So depending on whether or not you like something or not, right, vote your conscience. So, yes. And you do have to remember that Laz and I are actually on opposite ends of the political spectrum. Okay, well, we really are.
I have to argue that just a wee bit. While we may have differing opinions, I have never been affiliated with any political party in my life. Okay, I've never been part of any party. I've always been independent, and I will always remain so because. I'll tell you the truth. Yes. Sometimes one side's got something that I really agree with, and sometimes the other side's got something I really agree with. And a lot of times there's points I can see on both sides that make sense. So I can't stick to say I'm one-sided or the other-sided because that's just not in my blood, I've always been a free thinker. I've always, believed in freedom of choice and. Again,
I'm also not a fan of the two-party system because I think it's too limiting and it will it allows too much control by the individual parties. I
can tell you that there's been again, and throughout my voting history, it's never been one side or the other. Sometimes I've been a couple here, a couple there. Sometimes I've been down one side. Sometimes I've been down another side, and sometimes. I went for that third party just because, that independent, because he had a reason to screw up the other two. But anyway, moving right along. Let's get on with today's regular news inside Trinity Avatar. We've got a couple interesting topics out there today. Don't forget, we got winter recurring rares still on sale, I believe. Crowns.
Yes, but remember, buy them on Fridays.
Yes.
Buy things from the add-on store on Fridays because you really want that 50% sale. And if you go to the store right now, you're going to be paying foolish price. But yes, those winter recurring items are on sale right now.
We'll tell you how to save money in Shroud of the Avatar.
We want you to save money.
People money since day one. We've been telling
save
you how
the money
you can...
until they forget to buy those things or they're not playing, and then they can always buy them from us later on at shroudmarketplace.com.
Well, I was going to say, we were saving people money from back in the day when you know, paid for your accounts, and we always told people where to find the best deals when it was going on sale, and we'll continue to save you money like crowns at $50 for $100
and don't forget,
on Shroud Marketplace. That's right.
You do not actually have to buy a single thing in order to get the full experience in Shroud of the Avatar. You do not have to buy anything. You can actually acquire all the in-game gold and buy things from other players. So you do not have to buy anything off the add-on store. You don't have to buy anything at all.
Anybody who's got any doubts about that, I'll send you over to what's his name. Oh God, Caballero. Yes, the Caballero kid started with a base $45 account, and he's got properties everywhere. He's got markets all over the place, and he was just a base player. So with the gold and kodos available off players, you can do just about anything you want for free. Just takes a little work.
That is true.
So where are we going to steer this train today? You want to go off the rails onto one of our hot topics, or we want to
wait? Hold on.
Toe the line and go to the stand-up.
Today is Taco Tuesday, so before we get there, we do have to read off the stand-up notes before we derail the train and go into soapboxes. Because
Taco Tuesday.
Hannah is stirring the shit today. Hannah is the one stirring the shit, not us.
It's all Hannah's fault.
Hannah's fault today. But yes, stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down and eventually gets posted to the internet, and we get to interpret it so you don't have to. And so we have the art department with Damon, who was working on seasonal creatures. Remember, that is the Krampus is coming all over your face. Over in design, Beezus,
the Beezinator,
was working on the live stream and fishing and salvaging
fish.
Sanyo trying to figure out how to work a control point and conversations, and Bug, and he's fatuxing the Fatui.
Fatuxing the Fatui some more?
Yeah,
really?
Yep, and player-owned towns. The Energy Vortex, he was working on live stream and dungeons and also fatuxing the Fatui. It's still a little fatuxed, and so it needs to be straightened out. Over in tech, Dr. Bob.
Damn it, Bobby.
Working on bugs. And build support and live stream. And then Wizard Smoke. He's working on the Puff Puff Pass.
Here.
I don't think I want yours. In live stream and bugs.
Bug.
And inventory updates. And crown merchants and sales. I've seen some of the things that you've kissed. I don't know if I want yours. Because you kissed me, unfortunately.
Yes, you've been part of that.
Yeah, I've been kissed by Laz.
You've been assaulted by Laz. That's right.
Yes. I did not consent to that. The Deathbringer, one and only, was working on combat updates. And then the Burning Toad, scratching the itch that's known as patches, and QA builds and Steam updates. Over in Studio Services, Chaos is working on sales and live stream and shipping and forums in Jira. Then Serafina, she was working on the weekly update in customer service and live stream and shipping. Oh yeah. Then after that, useless overhead, you had the Dippy Bird working on dungeons and live stream and playtesting and security and Fatui because it's fatuxed. then the Dork Star working on the weekly update and announcements and live stream in Jira Lockdown and Release 60 sales. And that's what the dev said that they were working on yesterday.
Jira Lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't forget, we do have the early release. Release 60 is coming in next week. And so that means that we should actually talk about the QA server. Right
yes, now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I've been meaning to ask if anybody the last day or so, well, yesterday and today, is if anybody had actually been out on the QA to see what's going on with the testing of the new Unity version. Now, of course, most people don't read the notes, so that's one of the reasons why you should tune in every day to Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll tell you about this
QA server on build number 760. They may have updated it already. They have migrated over to Unity 2018.2. Whereas the current live build is on 2018.1. And remember, anytime they've actually done a Unity upgrade in-house, sometimes that has caused performance problems, and other times it has created much better game performance. So the only way that they can figure out what's going on is if you install the QA server, test it out, compare your frame rates. If you notice like some borked materials, report those, let them get that fixed. And please help them out. Remember, very small development team, and they do need help with that. So some of the things that they ask is that you actually go to the specially early access, the QA feedback for release 60, and please put all comments related to the early QA testing in this thread. For now, they're not opening the bug forums yet due to the different type of testing that they're doing.
Right. Now, what they actually did was just take the new version of Unity, took a full-blown smack copy of the live and threw it right on into that, and that's all they did. They didn't do no updates. They didn't do no upcoming stuff. They just want to see one versus the other on the different versions of Unity. So I'm just curious.
They want you to look out for things like crashes, graphical artifacts, sound or input issues, basically anything that is related to the game engine. So that could even be things like weather related, where something's coming across, popping, anything additional hitching. Those would all be engine related. Please don't report games about the actual gameplay unless you notice a difference between this QA build and the current live builds. So if you do something and the behavior has changed between live and QA, that might be an engine related issue. So that's where he asked for it to be posted in this thread. So here, I'll post that thread around just for you.
Just for me.
Just for you. It has been posted around.
Just for you. That's
right. Yep.
We like to reach out and touch someone.
Yeah. And if you have a question about what actual version of 2018.2 they're using, it is 2018.2.1FP or something like that.
And Vulkan is not enabled for all you geeks out there. Just so
they've had so many issues with Vulkan that they have not enabled that at all. I'm sorry. It's
isn't Vulkan supposed to be better for
14F1 that they're using? Well, Vulkan's just borked for Unity.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah. Something like that. Remember, if you get two of them and you do it like this, then you're all good. and then if you do this, and then you get someone else to do this, don't forget you want to slip.
I feel like I'm back in 4th grade. I'll tell you.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, oh yeah. So glad I had to do that.
What's that?
Oh no. Yes. We are in 4th grade, aren't we?
I don't think we've ever graduated out of 4th grade mentally, but yeah.
No, we haven't.
I know. Moving
yes.
right along.
Where are we moving to right now?
Let's talk about the Duke and...
No, wait. Did you sure you want to go straight there, or you want to talk about the monthly releases?
Well, we can go either way. I thought the monthly releases would take us a little bit longer, personally, but your pick.
Okay. Let's let Hannah stir up the shit, because this was brought to us by Hannah. Okay, and for those of you that don't know this, both Laz and myself are both Dukes. We're
big supporters.
We have spent way too much money on this game. If I can ever figure out how do I bring up my thing to change my title.
While we're talking about that, let's just because a lot of people have asked me, well, how do you feel after spending all that money getting gypped? And I can get gypped. I helped build this. Okay, I helped make this a reality, and without folks like Jack, myself, and many, many others out there who poured a lot of money into the development of this game wouldn't exist. So I'm very happy with the product that I've seen from day one. I'm ecstatic that I got to do all the things I've got to do to watch this grow and become what it is today, and of course, beyond my wildest dreams, did I ever expect that I would be doing a 5-day-a-week news show for a video game? Hell no. Did I ever expect to actually meet and befriend Richard and Star and the rest of the crew? No. I figured maybe I'd get to say hello one day at a, convention or something like that. Did I know that I would be running conventions related to this? Hell no. But did I ever think that I would be part of a board of a 501(c) charity that's, what did we raise? Almost $100,000 last year that we gave away for charity due to this game. I've done things beyond my wildest imagination with the money I invested to see this game made. So, to see it go free to play for people now, knowing that I helped make this, hell no, as I am not disappointed at all, one bit. And the sheer enjoyment I've gotten out of it for the last several years, more than makes up for all that. Meeting many, many of you folks out there in person, or just getting to know you through chat and regular everyday play, priceless, folks, priceless. You can't put a price on that. We got friends from all over the world that we've met through this game, and that never would have happened if we wouldn't have done this. So, now I think Jack and I have pretty much the same, and we really haven't discussed this. So I'm just taking this on what I know and what he knows. But again, let's bring this up on screen for everybody. Is Lord Forged items. This has been out there for a few days. Has anyone received theirs? Yeah. You want to explain what the Lord Forged items are now? Yeah.
Part of the Duke pledge, especially for the Royal Founders, which I am, as well as Laz, as well as a bunch of people that we know are, was custom heads in game. So the art department at Portalarium was supposed to go through and have a bunch of pictures of our heads, and then they would be customized, and we would we would have our unique heads that no one else is allowed to have.
Well, they would look like us. I would hope nobody else had my head.
Well, there were options to where it didn't have to be your head, but what like 3 years ago at one of the Duke meetings, we actually did headshots for all the Dukes that were there. So when I did mine, it's like Style Teckle did his, Andernut. Oh wait, no, Andernut wasn't at that one. Bunch of other people that were there did theirs. That's where I also met Blake Blackstone for the first time. Then, so it was all something that we were supposed to do. And then they kept on doing, okay, here's your call for the official forum announcement for custom Duke heads, and submit your pictures to support at Portalarium, and go on from there. The hard part is you have to remember, development time for those custom heads probably would have taken about 2 weeks per head. Then you look at the number of Dukes and Lord of the Manors that they ended up with, and that would have taken them about 2 years of just doing heads.
2 years just giving a head, I tell you.
2 years just to do heads. And so Portalarium did make a decision to change that up, and they decided, you know what, we're going to craft something for the players and replace the custom Duke heads. And it'll be a GM named item, and it'll be only something that they receive and can have. And they replaced it with like a GM crafted weapon, or a Lord British or Darkstar crafted weapon, piece of furniture, or something else.
Is armor, weapon, or deco?
Or deco item. Armor, weapon, or deco item. Those 3 things. You got to choose one and fill out the form. A bunch of people filled out the form, locked the form, and this was months ago. And so Sargon said, hey, has anyone received their item? And then you've got a couple pages of answers to say, no, I haven't, and I've emailed support, and I haven't received a response.
Yeah. Now, is there any response in this thread at all? I haven't read the whole thread.
There's lots of responses, but no responses from anybody from Portalarium.
Gotcha. Now, when this change was made, of course, many of us were unhappy with the decision, and of course, we understood that. It's. One of them, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. We could take all this dev time to spend it on you 300 players, or we can spend it, on the whole community. And while we were bummed, we understand that things had to change as things went forward. Now, I've not claimed mine yet, and I don't think Jack has claimed his yet. Even though Jack knows what it is he may want, or at least he aspires to get. But I think many of the Dukes and Lords have held off, hoping that they may just change this up just yet again. That's been my thought. Or that, something else might come along. I didn't know that... a lot of people had signed up and already closed their forms, but apparently there's some kind of backlog working over here. With the holidays coming up, again, these are going to be 2 short release cycles, then followed by the longest release cycle, which is usually January, because December... Yes, December hits mid-December, and then we go all the way through the end of January for a 6-week plus stretch in between releases. And this is the odd time of the year. This happens every year, just for everybody who may be new out there listening. Every year at this time, Thanksgiving, Christmas are 2 early releases, followed by the longest release of the year, which is that 6-week stretch. So get ready for it, and of course get ready to put a lot of time in, because during the holidays you're also going to see a boost in player activity, has also been my experience. But anyway, moving right along, what's your thoughts? Right. Do you think they're going to start seeing these soon, or do you think it'll be during Q1?
Probably. If they start working on those, they'll probably start crafting them over the holidays, and then start delivering them. But at the same time, unless I can actually say what kind of, like, say, deco item I want, this form is kind of useless. Because what I really want, and there needs to be some sort of communication, like from Darkstar or Lord British to the people that are eligible for this, to say, hey, this is what I want, and this is the type of item that I would like you to craft. Just saying decoration, weapon, or armor doesn't really do a lot for me.
Yes, because because
my joke,
a blade user, I would hate to get an axe that's just going to hang on
Darkstar
my
created
wall.
crossbow.
Yeah. Well, I already have one. Well, not created.
Yeah.
And I already have a weapon from Lord British hanging on the wall of the inn inside. It's not that weapons and stuff like this aren't out there either. But these are going to be also specifically renamed, is my understanding as well, correct? These are going to have special names to them that you can define. I haven't looked at the form in a long time. Let's go look at the form real quick.
Oh, that's what I was just looking at. So I already beat you.
I'm not even logged into the website.
I had to log in, then I had to go tinker around to where I'm not looking at something that's going to give out my user account number.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at it here. I'm not actually putting it up on screen. This way I can just see what my reference
but if
is.
If you get to the Lord Forged item, you can actually see just the form. It doesn't have all of your other stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
so
it's like
I can show
weapon, armor, decoration, and then who do you want to craft it? Darkstar or Lord British? And then it's like, to me, that's way too limited. They should at least have a note box to say, okay, I want crafted
I want a two-handed sword. I want a one-handed sword.
No, I want crafted by Star the cannibalism starter kit for deco item. And so it's like, I want a pot, I want a skull inside of it, I want some forks and knives, all Darkstar crafted. So it's like, because realistically, a lot of that stuff they're just renaming, and it's like, I want it labeled the cannibalism starter kit. And yes, Envy, there is a crap ton of DevCraft stuff out there already, but this is supposed to be super unique stuff.
Now, super unique, like a pound of Lord British's flesh. Yeah.
Corpse wax. Pound of corpse wax that's been renamed Lord British's pound of flesh.
No, it's actually salt cured pork.
Yeah.
But yes, something like that unique.
Yeah, Envy. It's like, if you've ever actually seen the interface that the devs have in order to rename something, it would just be, there's a GM rename item. So for some of it, it's actually really, really simple. It's like they're not creating brand new items. They're just taking game assets and then renaming it. And they're not creating artwork for most of it.
Yeah, now it would be nice if there was a particular, again, I don't know how that would be done here, where you could, have a pick of, you can use this, you can use that, you can use this, but it leaves quite a bit to be desired, our opinions. And again, I'm in no rush to claim this at this point in time, for the hopes that this may change yet again. Again, as one of them things. What can I say?
Yeah.
What can you say?
Yep. And I just waded into it not so much because of the decision, but it's fallen into a black hole. Nobody knows what's going on.
No. It would be nice if they would actually update and say what's going on. So that way people know what the expectation is and what's going to be done.
Well, there's a thread out there for them.
Thanks for stirring the shit today here, Hannah. Hannah, I love you. And
it's all Hannah's fault. That's right.
It's all Hannah's fault for today's show.
Vote Lazarus.
Vote for me for... one of my Etsy purchases has decided to message me.
We don't have your item.
Sorry.
Etsy, huh? What are you buying on Etsy, for crying out loud?
I bought a pirate hat.
Oh, you're buying garb. Okay, that makes sense.
And then I also bought. A. Hold on. Let me share the pictures of the things I just bought. Because you'll enjoy this stuff. Hold on. Let's see. There's that. There's that. Save password. Purchases and reviews. So.
We getting pictures over here?
Hold. Yeah, we're getting pictures in Discord of the things that I just bought. So I bought that baldric with the flintlock gun holsters, and then hold on. Then the other day I did buy a flintlock.
Very nice.
So, and it does actually go all the way back, and you can do things. So,
do you put caps in there or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you're not going to shoot your eye out with this one. So, but yeah, I just need to get one more, but I wanted different designs on them because I don't think pirates should have matching guns. So I wanted like a slightly different style. So that's the baldric that I bought.
Is that a flask on that? I like that.
Yes, the flask. It comes with the flask. And these pictures are inside of our Discord channel. Then I also
got
bought
it up on screen.
Okay, hold on. I need to open link, and I opened it in the wrong place. Let's get it up here. So for these are the things I just bought off of Etsy. Then I also bought a nice pirate hat. The baldric I bought in black. But the thing about that hat is you're not getting the full gist of it. Because the top of it is going to actually have the North Star on, or the compass on it. Then open link. So, and then it does actually on the very back it does have. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing with Etsy right now and Amazon and everything else. I'm having way too much fun buying garb. So on the back it does have the skull and crossbones, and it kind of looks cool. The baldric is going to be black to go with my other shit, and then the hat being brown is perfectly fine. I just didn't like the fact that the baldric leather did not match anything else that I own, and so I went with black. And hopefully I'll let Lily play with the boxes. Lily is not a box playing kitty.
No.
It's really weird. She does not play with boxes.
Oh,
I cannot get her to sit in a box. I even put out the tape square to see if she'll like get in the square. She doesn't do that. But if she wants to seek lots of attention, she will get up on her hands and knees
and rubber paws together.
And rubber paws. So yes. Yeah. 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 So not a box kitty. I'm disappointed.
Kitty,
Although I haven't bought any cat crack lately, so I do need to do that. Let's see, purchases. But one of the guys just did send me a message. Contact shop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is this thing on?
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Put it in front of your mouth.
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth. But yes, moving right along. One last topic for today, and I thought this was funny, and I guess some people just still don't get it. I don't know.
People don't get what?
Is monthly release madness? It's not madness. It's
It's really not madness.
It's organized chaos, for crying out loud.
Yeah, stop with the monthly release madness. I mean, this one, I don't know what their expectation is. But the monthly, I personally like the monthly release cycle, because as they're improving the game, because it is really 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So there's always progress. There is something that you can look forward to almost every single month as far as improvement goes. And that's fixing quests, that's fixing bugs, that's fixing gameplay. The addition of some things, like fishing just came out. A fishing version 2 update with lots more fish, different water types. And that stuff is all improvements. And to sit there and say, stop this monthly release cycle, I want fucking one every 18 months, is... Or to say, deliver
I don't understand why somebody
quantity
would ask for that, but of course they may not fully understand the concept of what's being done here, which is fully wide open development, where the player, has feedback every day of the week in order to guide the way this game goes. Now, if you're not up for that, then maybe you shouldn't be posting in the forums about it, because that's what this is all about. Again, was he the one? Let me go look at this again here.
So I think if he'd gone, since the game's been released, they could possibly slow down the releases to make them quarterly, and with bigger updates on those quarters. But they're still going to have to do bug fixes and patches for the bug fixes, as well as unfinished content and performance.
Now, I could understand, again, some folks have slower connections, some folks have metered connections still in this day and age, and I understand that having to do several patches over every release weekend can be a pizza. But, that's the world we live in. I don't know what to say on this. I enjoy the monthly releases. I like having a say every month and being able to say, hey, this needs a tweak. This doesn't need a tweak. Give us more of this. Give us less of that. If I had to wait 3 months in between, I'd probably go crazy.
Then I really do like Helvig's comment that monthly releases are a good practice in software development. Basically, every team he's ever worked on did them. It forces the team to slice big goals into smaller ones that on their own offer a benefit to the customer, and therefore helps keep the feet on the ground and not get lost in the development of huge features that take months and only in the end turns out that expectations are not met. Only point here that he agrees with is that the game still feels like in development, because it is still in development and will always be in development.
Yes.
It was a mistake to mark it as being released. But personally, I hope they'll keep the monthly release cycles and honest about which part of the release backlog was achieved and which not, and why.
Now, I've got to agree there. Most folks don't understand that this is going to be ongoing for the life of the game. As long as the game is alive, there will be a monthly release. There will be new stuff. There'll be new content. There'll be new this, that, the other thing. Now, speaking of said stuff, again, I commented that I was testing out Fallout 76 the other day, and I've been seeing all sorts of reviews on that. And one of the most critical things I heard from the developers is that they expect their game to last in perpetuity, forever and ever and ever. And they will continue to do the same type of style, which is every month have new content, new stuff, and for as long as the game shall live. And they plan for it to be out there for many, 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 many years, as do we. Again, I'll just comment to all the naysayers out there. We've been here, 5 years now? Something like that?
Well,
hell, you and I have been doing this show over 3 years.
Well, we've been doing this for 3. So.
Okay, so I mean, first off, for most people, including us, I don't think ever thought we'd be here for 3 years doing this shit. That's just us. You know, I didn't have any doubts about the game, but again,
I have no idea what's going on with your bandwidth today, but you're breaking up really bad.
Got me.
Are you downloading porn again?
No, told you. There's no need to download.
Stop downloading porn.
Pornhub's got all you want for free. You don't have to download anything.
Zap to tell him to fix this shit.
I know.
You know, Discord, you get what you pay for, man.
Has anybody talked to Led Zepp lately?
No, I've sent out messages. I've asked people in his guild, and no response. Yes.
Okay.
I just hope he's spending time with the grandkids. But anyway, I mean, I don't know what to say on that topic. This is what everybody, that's probably why, I lost connection. A hiccup in the system. Hiccup in the system. But that's okay, because it's that time. For us to go ahead and talk about that wonderful Shroud of the Avatar app available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. That's right, the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, available in all the stores for all your electronic devices, so you can take Shroud of the Avatar with you wherever you are. If you want to go ahead and check out the forums while you're out shopping and waiting for the wife or girlfriend, or you're sitting at work and you don't have internet due to whatever security reasons, you can check out the app and browse stuff that way. Now, of course, all sorts of great stuff in there, help videos, different radio stations. You can shop the marketplace. You can hit us up on social media, or you can check out the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us every day by our good friends over at hometownhero.com.
What? A community calendar thingy?
Yeah, community calendar.
On NBNN.info, just click on the calendar button. You too can
look
at this aggregated mess of I don't know what the hell to call this. But yes, that now back on the calendar it is Laz's and mine's favorite thing of the day, because it happens Monday through Friday, 12 and 6s around the clock on Radio Free Britannia, with two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us. We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know nothing.
We have no clue what we're doing. 2:00 this afternoon. You do need to join Sean Silverfoot in game, out of game, wherever he shows up. He did vote today
in Discord.
Yeah, in Discord, wherever. For the Paxlayer Town Manager Hour.
Steve
At 3:00.
Childs, thank you for the sub.
3:00 this afternoon. Wintermute of Cough of EVL is going to be doing the Euro dungeon crawl. Hopefully it what's the proper pronoun? Uses the LFG system. At 7 p.m., James Thunder of EVL is doing Thunder's Dungeon Run. Hopefully he also uses the LFG thing. And if that's not your thing, the other thing that hopefully uses the LFG is the Jade Dragons and Malhari doing Chillblade's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
Pain and Suffering.
And if you really want to make sure that you've got the appropriate musical soundtrack to the pain and suffering, make sure that you listen to Lunch with Laz and Jack on repeat. 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia. It's going to be the 70s at 7.
They could
and
tune
the
into
final
the 70s at 7 and have an enjoyable experience.
But why would you want to?
In the compendium of pain and suffering.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's not the proper mood music. But the final event of the evening is on Radio Free Britannia, and that's the Wekod Womb. And that's it.
That's right.
And somebody just texted me. Yeah.
You got a hot lunch date?
No, it's a Medtronic trying to replace my insulin pump. Yeah.
Oh, fun stuff.
They're sending, now may be the best time to maximize your insurance benefits.
What insurance benefits?
My insurance right now won't cover it. So
Anyway, just a reminder, if you don't know what it is you're watching or listening to, you're tuned into Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or the in-game radio. We do appreciate all your support from everybody out there. And of course, gotta send big thanks out to Steve there for his sub. I gotta say thanks to Eagle. Gotta say thanks to Hannah and everybody else out there who's helped support us. But everybody who's donated today, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. And of course, if you want to become a supporter, you can go to any of the links that we have, go to any of the websites, streams, and click on the donate buttons. And if you got cryptocurrency you want to part with, you can send some over to Jack's side over there. He'll be more than happy to accept that cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, you can become a patron, monthly support, and get some digital and physical goods, depending on what your pledge is. Become a sponsor. Get your name up on the big screen, and we'll tell everybody whatever it is you want about your shop, your guild, your whatever it is as a sponsor, because that's what we do. And, of course, if you're an Amazon Prime customer, I know many of you have that Prime because you can't wait more than 2 days for shipping. Go ahead and use your Amazon Prime. You get a free sub every month. All you got to do is hook it up to your Twitch account, and you get a free sub every month, and we'd appreciate it if you use those on our streams. Now, of course, without your support, we wouldn't be here for 3 years. Otherwise, we'd just be two idiots talking to ourselves. That's right.
Yeah, you don't want us talking to ourselves. It's even worse than us talking to.
Yeah, because we make no sense when we're just talking to ourselves. I tell you what. Of course, the Airy Fund. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. That's right. If you're just a gamer and you think there isn't anything I can do, well, you are mistaken. The Airy Fund is here to help make gaming more fun and make you help the world in ways that you never thought you could. The Airy Fund is been bringing us charitable causes and all sorts of community outreach events for, a little over a year now? Going on 2 years?
Yeah. I think... Wait. I'm trying to remember exactly. Well, so the first campaign started in late December for Iron Maiden.
Chemo Relief Fund.
Yeah, chemo relief, and that lasted until January 15th. So, but then Airy Fund wasn't actually created as the nonprofit until February or March.
Anyway, doing good deeds through gaming. Check out the airyfund.org and stay tuned here for latest announcements. We'll always have them for you right here on NBNN. New Britannia, not New Britannia, the Britannian Mining Company, the New Britannia Mining Company. So you could love that. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Newly renovated, new lots available, and of course, if you're looking to open shop, you're looking for crafted goods, you're looking for just about anything, go check out Black Rock Cove, because they've got just about everything you need for crafting, all at rock solid prices across the board. You won't have to search for prices, because guild pricing makes it so you'll pay the same price for all the products you're looking for. Located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to those mines that you want to be in. Our good friends over at hometownhero.com. Get your free bottle today. Almost free. All you got to do is pay a shipping plus a penny and you'll get your first bottle of Hometown Heroes Artist Series juice to check out. And of course, after that, if you want to check out their full line of products, all sorts of different flavors available, and you will save you some money when you check out hometownhero.com. Use the promo code NBNN. When you check out, you'll save 20% off your purchase price. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Scrota's Music Service, putting the music in your ears. Relics by Rild. RelicsByRild.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, hats, patches, hoodies, coffee mugs, you name it, Relics by Rild's most likely got it. And of course, he'll sell it to you cheap and we'll save you some money. Use the promo code NBNN. How did you know that was coming? And you'll save 10% when you check out at RelicsByRild.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock. And of course, last but not least, the sponsor that I love waking up to, because I like waking up to money in the bank, TroutMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, if you're looking for Kodos, Jack's going to tell you where you can get them cheap. I'll tell you what, man.
Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Let's just say each one of those vendors, over 135 different players registered as vendors. You can do
all different vendors
as well.
That's right. Competitive pricing.
Each one's responsible for setting their own prices, maintaining their own inventory, and as soon as you make a purchase, you get paid if you're a vendor. This small commission does come out of each transaction, but yet you know what? You get paid immediately. You get that email with saying, "Hey, this is what was ordered." Then you deliver it, and mark it as complete, and boom, it's done. I love it just because anything's available, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian. Cheaper than you can get off the add-on store. I mean, just go look. Coinage, crowns of the obsidian. And then from there,
game gold,
you can see,
you name it. Fish.
You can see it's like $50 for 100, which is cheaper than you can get off the add-on store. They're doing 150 on their 20% sale. That's $80. So yes, there's a couple people selling Kodos at that prices. You can also see Seder Stinky Sewer Shop, 115 for 75, still cheaper than the add-on store. You can find game gold from a slew of vendors. You can find You can find tamed pets at Shroud Marketplace. You can find, if you need some deco items for your house, you can find fences. You can find indoor deco. You can find Deco Diva have created room packs. You can find crafted pianos. You can find anything and everything, all the way to expired telethon items and services. Who doesn't love services? I know this guy loves services. I especially love that.
I love getting services.
Well, I love being serviced as well. But at the same time, Laz loves servicing people.
That's right.
He loves servicing people so much that he will hook you up.
That's right, because we love services so much, and of course I love serving others. If you're looking to get hitched in game, come see me, because I've got you covered. Lazarus Long's Weddings and more, not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched, we've got everything from the venue to the gown and tux. You name it, we've got it. And, of course, we'll put together a wedding package of your dreams. We can give you luxury accommodations for the honeymoon, as well as a wonderful venue to hold your wedding and share it with all your friends and guests. Weddings and more by Laz, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more.
I know. All kinds of stuff.
I love this shit. I tell you what.
Anything and everything game related that's not a bannable offense, you can find at Shroud Marketplace. And you know what? If you have something to sell, register for an account, click on vendor registration, start adding your items. It's so easy that guy can do it.
That's right. And I do. I tell you what. I love the marketplace, and so should you. Again, each of these vendors is a different player. And again, I tell you what, just look at the ratings on all these different vendors. You will be shocked. Top-notch people, top-notch quality products, and delivery is usually pretty prompt for most of our vendors out there. So gotta love these guys and gals. But meanwhile, it's that time of the day. We got to roll on and out of here. If you haven't done it yet, get off your butt and go out and vote, folks. And, of course, we'll find out the outcome later on today. We'll know what the world's thinking and much, much more. But we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.